Alright guys, this is the track guide and hot lap for Lime Rock. So if you want to watch the hot lap without me pausing or making commentary, then skip to the end of the video. It should be chaptered there. But yeah, let's start the track guide. Alright, we're starting the lap now. We're coming to turn 1. You want to be braking before the one board on the left. It's safe to go on the curb on the right as long as you eventually come out to the left. The curbs are pretty dangerous on this track, so it's best to avoid them, but you want to keep a nice arc around the corner. Coming into turn 2, if you've done turn 1 right, you should be able to turn quite heavily and be flat throughout it. Don't go on the curb on the inside because it will destroy you, but still try to get as close as you can to it. And coming up to turn 3, you want to keep a nice arc around this corner. You don't want to go too deep into the corner because then you're just not going to be able to turn and you're not going to be able to carry that much speed. But you want to carry enough speed to the point where you don't really have to slow down a whole lot, but at the same time, you definitely can't take it like flat or anything. You have to slow down for the upcoming left-hander. For this part, avoid the inside curb because that will destroy your lap like the last one. The curbs here are pretty dangerous, but you ideally want to be pretty flat out through this part for the next corner because it's going to lead onto the straight. Come to the left as much as you can for a better line, but this will be flat out. You have to do this flat out, otherwise you're going to lose a lot of time. It doesn't look flat out on your first time at Lime Rock, but it's definitely flat. Once again, avoid the inside curb. Coming to turn 5 now, the uphill, you want to come to the left as much as you can and take the corner flat out without going on the inside curb, but get as close as you can. This corner is flat. You shouldn't ever have to lift through this unless you're going side by side or whatever. You should always take this flat. You don't have to avoid this cone on the exit because it doesn't have any collision. For turn 6, you want to take a very small lift. I mean, you don't even have to go fully off the throttle. I barely didn't, and you can go on this inside curb. This one is pretty safe to use, but don't go all the way over because it will spit you out and put you on the dirt on the outside. But in my lap I didn't go on the curb, and you don't have to, but just be careful to not go on the dirt on the exit because that's going to lose you time on the main straight. And for the final corner now, this is easy flat. Avoid the inside curb, use as much of the track as you can on the exit, but I would avoid these white curbs on the exits because I don't know if it's placebo, but when I've been on them, and I look at my delta, I'm losing like 0.01, I feel like. Maybe I'm crazy, but I feel like I'm losing a tiny bit of time. A bit like at Hockenheim, but very minor. But yeah, that is the track guide for Lime Rock, and now I will show you the setup. If you don't want to copy everything in the video, then you can download the setup in the description as well. Alright, these are the tire pressures you're going to want. You might want to change them by one click, mainly on the left, because they act a little weird on Lime Rock. I don't know. But if you have the tires app, then keep an eye on it and see if it's too high or too low based on the temperatures of your session. For the fuel, when I was doing laps, it wouldn't give me a fuel estimate, but 20 will always get you through a race, so you can do 20. Maybe you'll be able to do like 18 or 19. But I'm not sure, so I would say do 20s, be safe. And for qualifying, I usually always do 10. Always have traction control off and ABS on. And then feel free to copy everything I've got down here. I'm not gonna forget the suspension this time, like the Laguna video. Alright guys, thanks for watching so far. We're gonna go to the hot lap now, but before that, if you want to help me in any way, you can become a channel member for just £1. If I've given you any knowledge that's helped you, and you think it's worth £1, then you can support me in that way, but obviously you don't have to, and everything's free regardless. But there are members-only videos of last to first races. There's one up currently at Laguna Seca, and thank you to all of the existing members. Let's get to the hot lap. Thanks very much for watching the video, guys, and I'll see you next week at Magello. Well, I'll see you before then. I'll make a Lime Rock race. Don't worry. See you later.